Hi guys, you welcome on my channel Wiki Talks, and I welcome you my all friends around the globe in the entire universe on my channel Wiki Talks from the bottom of my heart. All the feelings that is inside my heart is for my friends and the lovely member of my channel Wiki Talks and my lovely subscribers. Guys, lot of love for you, and your all blessings and the wishes are my strength. So I hope the same blessings and same wishes are also from my heart, from your side. And I think life is so beautiful. Today I have nothing to say much, but still I want to share with my friends, subscribers, that what I feel about the Indian philosophy, the Indian style of thinking, and how the Western thought behaves in its practices is quite different, but these are very comparative in nature, and so these are the mutually related with each other. For example, the Indian side, that is the Indian philosophy and the perspective to view the world is different, quite bit spiritualistic, and the Western thought to Western perspective is different, to see its materialistic nature and the materialistic concern. Yes, and this is the best reflected through our songs, our Bollywood, our films, our scriptures, our Vedic rituals, and as well as the lifestyle that is from millennium to centuries old traditions, that is from the heart and soul of Indian tradition. Same appears slightly bit different from this perspective is the Western thought. Today we are living in the materialistic world, and so it is our primary concern to accumulate more and more wealth, to accumulate more and more sources of happiness, to accumulate a very good and fatty financial balance sheet, and to have all the luxurious items inside our house. But this is not the sole concept of spirituality, because one feels emptiness within the soul, and this emptiness can't be filled through all the physical materials. All the accumulations can't be give you the extreme happiness. So my main concern is that either to go on the path of exact spirituality, or to counter the materiality with the spirituality, or the acquired materiality or the enhanced spirituality, because there should be a balance in the life. We must have to fix our physical portion as well as the spiritual portion, because without these two and their balance, life is incomplete, guys. So the heart should be filled with emotion, and the life should be filled with the colors. Guys, what's your opinion with this my thought? The heart should be filled with emotions, and the life should be filled with the colors. Without these two things, life is quite incomplete, and it is against the soul nature of the life and its beauty. And one most important thing, that beauty lies in the eyes of observer. A person which is seeing the same scene, that scene may seem beautiful to one, and same at the other side it may seem ugly to anyone. What is the difference between these two is the angle of viewing. Same thing appears different from viewing at the different angles. same situation happens in the life. I'm talking about these Indian and Western thought process. Hi Americans, please don't be discomfortable. I am just talking about the Indian and Western thought and their mutual relevance. Not I am talking about superiority and inferiority, but I am also talking about how these can be complementary, because physical aspect and the spiritual aspect are both essential for living the complete and balanced life. And without these two, life is not fulfilled. So I would like to reflect my Indian thought, Indian feelings, Indian soul and heart, Indian culture, Indian music, Indian perspective, and the Western world. You know very well, you know better than me, because this is the same side but of the two different angles. It's my personal feeling, what I believe. So guys, this heart and soul of this matter is how one think in their life. Here I would like to talk about Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, which happened here on the holy land of Kurukshetra, as it is mentioned in the first verses of Srimad Bhagavad-Gita as dharm kshetre kurukshetre samveta yudhsavah mamka pandavascha kim kurvata sanjaya. In this various scriptures, first verse, one thing is clearly mentioned: dharm kshetre kurukshetre. Kurukshetra, which is situated in India, and where I am living in Delhi, I think 2 and 3 hours from here. So the Kurukshetra is the holy land, and upon which this holy war of Mahabharata came and happened, manifested. It was not the ordinary warfare, but it was the triumphant of dharma over adharm, triumphant of righteousness over non-righteousness, triumphant of virtue over the sin, triumphant of truth over the lies. And the whole concept, whole chariot was running around the Lord Sri Krishna, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Yogeshwara. Yatra partha dhanurdhara tatra Yogeshwara. Where there is Parth Arjun, there is Bhagavan Yogeshwar Sri Krishna, my holy Lord. I bow to his holy feet. Guys, have you seen the radiance of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, their face? The dust under his holy feet is the biggest blessings one could ever have in his life, because Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the biggest, greatest philosopher in this entire universe. But no one happened before, no one will happen in the future, no one it is right now, guys. Senorita, little bit happenings are always happen in the biggest future. Hi Senorita, do you know? And what I am going to reflect this is, the life is a situation of conflict, love, hatred, anger, resolution, and even the related materials to it. So the Mahabharata is so beneficial in this present lives, because everyone is the Arjun of his own Mahabharata, his own battlefield. And the Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavad-Gita, Ramayana is still very, very useful for the mankind. And these are not only the scriptures, but these are our essentiality. These are our heart and soul of the culture. These are the greatest epics that reflects the best manifestation ever happened on this creation, and how should be the revelation and arrangement that is beneficial for the mankind and the humanity is manifested in Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the best part is the Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. I personally like this book. It's not the book, but it is the reality that happened before 5,124 years ago on the very holy land of Kurukshetra, where the Lord came itself and servant Arjun was the Nar and the Lord was the Narayan, and the holy Kurukshetra land was the integration of Nar with Narayan. Where there is no Nar, there is no Narayan. Arjun is Nar and Bhagavan Shri Krishna is Narayan, and it is the sole integration of Nar and Narayan. There was a situation when Bhagavan Shri Krishna told Duryodhan, "Hey Duryodhan, choose either myself or my Narayani Sena." But Duryodhan chose Narayani Sena. He forgot that what the hell will the armless Bhagavan Shri Krishna do in this mightiest war? But Arjuna said, "Hey Yogeshwar, I need you. I need you. You are the heart and soul of myself. You are even enough for all the cosmos. The holy cosmos is surrounding by your holy feet, and without you, I'm nothing. I'm zero. You are the total reality." And finally, the Arjun chose the Narayan, and the Duryodhan chose Narayani Sena. And what happened? The world knows better. And the 5 Pandav won the battlefield very well and led the path of righteousness, and the dharm again won this battlefield. So it is the Indian perspective, guys, and it's best to reflect the Indian side, how our culture is manifested in the different yugas, Satyug, Dwapar, Treta, Kaliyug, and the Kaliyug is manifesting right now. It's happened 5,124 years ago, and the Kaliyug since then is reverberating itself in the today's devastating forms. So in this very age, in this very time, Harinam Kevalam, Krishnanam Kevalam is the only way to accumulate happiness and the joy, enchantment. So the chanting of Prabhu name is beneficial for the whole humanity, even the cutting edge competitive world. So guys, I would like to reflect some biggest qualities of our Lord Bhagavan Shri Krishna. It is mentioned from the Mahabharata that when Bhagavan Shri Krishna goes to Duryodhan by acquiring Shanti Prastav for the peace treaty between Pandav and Kaurav, then there lies a scene I'm going to tell you. It was a question that where Bhagavan Shri Krishna will have his dinner, his bhojanam. Then Bhagavan Shri Krishna took his bhojan from Vidurji house, and he left all the royalties of Duryodhan's palace and all the comforts he rejected and took the prasadam of Vidurji, sag and roti. So it's truly said from the very holy verses of the Mahabharata, Duryodhan ke ghar meva tyage, sag vidur ghar khai. The Lord himself rejected every royalty within the Duryodhan house and took the saag and roti of Vidurji house, very lovely, in the very efficient manner, out of love and ecstasy. This shows that our Lord is so merciful. Our Bhagavan Sri Krishna is so merciful. He is just in the hunger state of bhav. Anyone who calls him with intense love, purity of devotion, and enchanting feelings, then he definitely shows his blessing to that person. And this is the heart and soul of the one kind of emotions, that is the pure emotions which Vidurji showed, which Arjuna showed, and all the Pandav reflected their love towards Bhagavan Sri Krishna. It is truly said that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the heart and soul of Arjuna. Arjuna cannot live without Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Even I can too. Sri Krishna is my Lord, my Yogeshwaram, he is my Gurudev. Jai Sri Krishna. Guys, this is the purity of devotion, how life manifesting itself in this cutting edge life, because life is so competitive and truly it is very diverse, that what we see around us, hatred, animosity, the conflict, the differences in the opinion, the familiar, personal, social conflict that's happened inside and outside ourselves, where one and only one is significant is Bhagavan Sri Krishna and their devotion. Yeah, I love my Lord Bhagavan Sri Krishna. What's three? One is very, very, very memorable from the very holy verses of the Mahabharata, is when Yudhishthira, which was the biggest and the elder of all the 5 Pandavas, manifested the Ashwamedh Yajna, and he was quite busy in Ashwamedh Yajna, and to see the arrangements that is happening, either to welcome the guests which are coming to take part in the yajna, and to see the all type of arrangements, to see its different manifestations. He was busy, and Yudhishthira was quite busy in looked aftering of all the procession. But in meanwhile, he remembered where is the Bhagavan Sri Krishna, where the Holy Lord is. Then he sent his messengers to locate the Bhagavan Sri Krishna where he is. And it was quite astonishing fact, the Lord was holding all the jute pattals of the sages who left after eating in those pattals. Pattals means little bit plates made up of leaves, and the Bhagavan Sri Krishna was holding that plate one after another. The Yudhishthira got astonished, completely wordless, speechless. He is the Lord of all 3 lokas, guys. Tino lokon ke Swami is holding such and showing the purest form in the yajna of Yudhishthira, Ashwamedh Yajnam. This is the best creation, and it's truly said, Rajsui Yajna Yudhishthira Kinha, Tahi mein jhoot uthai, Sab so unchi prem sadai. And this is the biggest quality of our Lord, and He bestowed His blessings and showed it through their actions, the noble actions, acquiring the noble paths. So He's the greatest. I love not only for His quality, but I love for His remembrance. I can feel how Bhagavan Sri Krishna manifested what is the significance of such a quality, because He is transcendental. He is above from all the manifestation and the creation. He is free from every sin. He is free from every virtues. He is quite transcendental. His level is far beyond our capabilities. But one thing is truly said, that Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the biggest, and I thought he's the best one. He took all the formation, and he showed how to live the life. He's the complete man, guys. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is the complete man, because every aspect he touched, every aspect of the life, either the song, either the music, either the dance, or the shararatein, like naughtiness, like blessings, devotion, the guru and disciple relation, every arena of the life he touched very well. And so these are the teachings that I have acquired in my personality as well as in my emotions, that these incorporations are the best for me and for the whole humanity. And these are the essential nature of our Indian culture, Indian philosophy. This is the root and fruit of our Indian philosophy. And guys, my all Western thoughts lovers, either you may or may not agree with me, but it's really a matter of fact, matter of good concern, that Lord Sri Krishna is the center of our culture. Without Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the sanatan dharm is worthless, because he was the Bhagavan Sri Krishna which came in Mahabharata. He was the he was Bhagavan Sri Krishna which manifested him in the form of Bhagavan Sri Ram, the Maryada Purushottam, the highest form of any characters, especially the human characters, highest form and nobility. The Lord took care when he was in the royal house of King Dashrath. He was the Ram, and when he left all the royalty, went to the jungle, then he became Bhagavan Sri Ram. Ram to Sri Ram. This is the whole journey. It's not very small, but it takes all of the devotion, all of the incarnation. So this is heart and soul of our culture, guys. And I love Western thoughts too, because it makes this materialistic life beautiful. And I love my Indian culture, that it makes our spiritualistic life better. So the Indian philosophy and the Western philosophy are not superior, not inferior, but they are quite complementary to each other, and the existence of one without another is not very significant. So I finished my lecture here, and I will end this my all feelings with you in a single shlok of Srimad Bhagavad-Gita. As the Lord truly says, Hato va prapsasi swargam, jitva va bhokshase mahim, tasmat uttisht kaunteya, yuddhai krita nishchaya. Hey Arjun, do your duty. Do your duty flawlessly. No if, no but. Either you have been killed in manifesting this war, then you are also on the path of the Swarg. That is your duty. And if you lived here, and then you will feel all the royalty, all the luxury of this holy cosmos. This is beneficial for you in the every case. Either you live here, and either you have been killed in the war, you will acquire the valorship. So do your duty. Duty is your beauty. जय श्री कृष्ण, राधे राधे, नमस्ते।